Mhm.
There are four main ways for the customer services group, right?
Mhm.
That we have customer interactions, and I use these today because this is kind of like what we're talking, the problem we were trying to solve at the time, or we're still continuing to solve, right? And so you get an agent interaction, right? You call in and you speak to an agent. You can use the IVR. We're all familiar with that. Use automated services, web analytics. So we have a website and you can monitor how people use those things and you save transactions. Um, and then we also have like SMS and some other things that are sort of smaller that we use too. But to go back to your data quality purposes, right? Like so, some of our data is very very good, right? Like it is you can go into the billing table and you're able to see the transactions that happen. You're able to see how they occurred. You can answer a lot of questions. We do not have all the data we need, right? But like you can make some very good inferences to solve whatever problem you're doing by the quality of data we have. If I had to say one of the places where the data quality is lacking, it's sort of in our web data, right?
Mhm.
And so we've recently done a team has done a project where we've kind of like started that we are working to improve the quality of the web data, but there's another group who is now using Google Analytics and they're doing some tracking through there. So hopefully the quality of that is better. But one of the issues is that certain like tokens and things would get repurposed on the web side, right? Like so you see like activity and it looks like 50,000 people do it a month,
Mhm.
and then it goes to three, and you see this other activity that no one did, and it goes to 50,000, right? Because
Right.
people are not some of the operational people, their focus is not on data, their focus is not on reporting, it is not on data quality, so they're making decisions that just serve them in the moment, right? But it has these other implications. So to your point, some of the data is very good and it's structured, it's very easy to use.
Mhm.
I'm sure that a lot of people here could get in, write a SQL query and get some data out and make sense of it. Some other data, um, it is not as structured and as nice to use as you would like. Part of that though too, and just to give you some other insight, is that uh, remember, like we're a large utility and we have all this historical data, and no one at the time of when these tools, like not the more modern tools, but like when some of these databases were structured and the schemas were created, we're thinking of using the data in the way that we're using it today, right?
Right.
So some of that is that no one just at the time of creation. So it's not like you'd like, oh, if I just had this one thing, it would be perfect, and you have to like write code to infer that one thing at the end,
Mhm.
right? Versus it being part of your original data set.